What's up everybody, welcome to Gamingtech. I hope everybody is doing good today. We're taking a look at this Medion Erazer system for the third time. We got a new keyboard. In this video we will conclude some of the bad stuff about the system. And we will basically summarize. 3D Mark score, I wasn't able to achieve 17,000 score, but the hybrid mode on the power supply definitely works. So at least the computer doesn't crash anymore. You will see our temperatures here. And we'll see our score, the highest score I was able to achieve. Power supply is holding the system a little bit back. Unfortunately, cooling remains to be a problem. Once again, we can never hit 4.9 GHz due to the temperatures of the processor, which is sad, but then again you can't expect much because this stock cooler they use is a Cooler Master stock cooler, which is meant to replace the Intel stock cooler, and the cost of that cooler is 25 euro. You should replace it instantly. The fans are spinning up to 600 RPM, which serves once again no purpose. They keep the system quiet, but temperatures are the problem real here. Here I put the Windows into the ultimate performance mode. Before it was crashing. Once you enable on the power supply is Seasonic one. Once you click that button on the back, which enables the hybrid mode of the power supply, the system didn't crash once. Unfortunately, I didn't have extra fans here laying around. That's why I couldn't test the system with updated fans. And if you intend to buy this system, you should remove the glass panel as well. Because since the air gets trapped inside there, 40 to 50 C on idle basically. I'm gonna show you the BIOS as well. Don't get your hopes up on the BIOS. It's a B560 motherboard. That's why it's supposed to support 3200 MHz RAM sticks. Here we can see very basic looking BIOS. I wanted to play around with the fan speed. Fortunately you can't. You can just enable and disable, that's about it, which is the smart feature. You can't do a special custom fan curve, nothing. It's a very basic looking BIOS. You can see the memory speed. And the USB configurations. Since you're not gonna be able to overclock with this processor, I can understand why they chose to use this kind of motherboard, and yet it supports higher frequency, which is 3200 MHz. That I haven't tested though. But it should be working without any issues. Boots are fine. What you can do to improve, you can modify the case, but then again, how many people wants to do that? That's the horrible cooler from Cooler Master. But then again, they don't make any claims that this is gonna be better than Intel. It's just you get RGB there and meant to replace the stock one. Unnecessary costs if you ask me. These are the fans that spin up to 600 RPM. That's our 3080. Here you can see the temperatures. This is with the glass panel removed, by the way. If I was to have the glass panel on, it would get much worse. I'm checking the system's different places of the temperature, from GPU to the CPU cooler to the back plate, around the motherboard. You can see the temperatures basically. Here are some internal pictures of the motherboard. The motherboard doesn't have any heatsink, nothing else. And here we can see the specialty about B560, what it brings versus B460. It just supports higher frequency RAM sticks, that's about it. An updated USB 3.2. Other than that, not big changes. Tried my best to hit that score. I can't achieve that because the power supply is not basically enough for the GPU. But you're not missing much with the GPU side here. Highest was 18,900. I received 18,000, so we can give that a pass. But just for the sake of it, update the processor cooler. And add 2 more fans. One in the front, one in the back, and optional if you want to add at the bottom. And if you remove the dust filter, bottom of the case, things improve as well. It's a nice system. Sad that they chose this in wind case. I wouldn't recommend this case. But the price is around 2,000 euros, so it gets a pass mark there. M2 they use is decent. This is full HD 144 Hz AOC monitor. If people are interested, we can do a review of this one as well. And in fact calibrate it as well. It's such a nice system, shame about those fans. I keep repeating, I know it's not pleasant. Additionally, you can increase the price by 50 or 60 or something and put a decent fans there. But nothing crashed as you see here. Windows is running on ultimate performance mode and everything is working pretty good. So to recap, add 2 fans, update the CPU cooler. It's optional if you want to update the case. You don't have to. Can it improve the temperatures even further? Yes. Sadly, there's no support for AIO here. I have a AIO. I could have installed it, but it's gonna be hanging from the system and nobody is gonna do that with this system. If it has support, I could have placed it on top. But unfortunately on the top we have the power supply. But before I used to get 85 degrees, so I guess power supply is sucking that little bit of warm air, pushing backwards. And you know when your exhaust is functioning good, when you touch it, you feel the warm air being pushed out. Here, slightly. Always I can cheat, of course, by adding my air purifier. But then again, that's not a realistic scenario either. Here, I just left it like this, with the side glass removed. And everything is functioning pretty good. It's a solid system for gaming for sure. Just know what you're getting yourself into. Don't expect a lot of stuff from the motherboard. I'd like to see more USB support on the motherboard, because some keyboards has 2 USB ports, plus you're gonna add mouse, so you already occupy 3 of them. But luckily on the front side of the case you have 2 more. I'm not sure how much this InWin 301 case cost. And we're gonna jump into Pubg as well. We can see our temperatures here. As you see, the CPU temperature is 80 degrees. 82, 80, 85, and this was filmed in the morning, which was around 26 degrees. So as the temperature in the room increases, you can expect to have even more higher temperatures. There you go, 80 degrees there. This is full HD monitor. Fans of the Zotac graphic card is spinning on 100%. That helps to push some of the air. But if you leave the side glass on, everything gets trapped inside easily. Like I left the GPU on auto mode and the game was on for like 10-15 minutes maybe. Instantly I saw the GPU temperature being around 87 degrees. This is the main reason people tend to return the system. If you're looking to get a 3080, it's great. But they see the temperatures and then they freak out. And I don't blame them, since you can't control the fan speed as well. I thought in the beginning initially that the fans were having a quiet mode, So I plugged it into the CPU cooler. Once I saw in BIOS there's nothing you can do about it. But then I realized on the maximum RPM speed, I just see 600. So it's a pointless effort. I don't know if these fans are coming with InWin's computer case or they're custom fans by Medion's ecosystem. But this is my conclusion. If you intend to purchase this system, just update your fans, just update the CPU cooler. Thank you for watching, guys. I'm testing the 3060 Ti afterwards, and then we got some phone reviews. Have a great day. There's gonna be review of the keyboard also. Let's go.